Silver is trying to tell us something. Are we awake now? That's the question we need to answer ourselves. As you see, I got a big pile of 35% war nickels. We'll talk about that in a moment. What's coming next for silver? Is silver still undervalued? Absolutely. Please help me out with the thumbs up. Please help me out with subscribing. We're going to do a huge giveaway at 10,000 subscribers. It's a little bit of gold in this one. I've shown it quite a few times already, what's in this big giveaway. A lot of stuff from channel sponsor Pinbacks. A lot of stuff from other moderators. A few items from different viewers as well. This will be a nice little package. I will show it again soon. But if you want this giveaway to happen quicker, help me share this out. Let's get more people involved on this channel. Come join Stop the Melt. Home team. This is your home team for stopping the melt. Let's get into it. Silver's trying to tell us something. Yeah, I'm not going to get into the whole story, what happened on Thanksgiving night with the climax. We think we know what happened. They're lying. So enough said about that. Silver's in the futures market. Before this market opens up at 6 p.m. I'm recording this about 20 minutes of 5 p.m. on November 30th. So we still got a little bit of time before this market opens up. What's going to happen overnight? Are we going to see a big rise at 6 p.m.? I don't think we're going to see that big jump right at 6 p.m. I think it's going to take some time to work out. I don't know. But this is your opportunity now. Because I know there's people sitting on the sidelines. I absolutely know it. People say, I'm done. I'm waiting for a pullback. Look, I don't have a crystal ball. Could we see a pullback? Yes. Not going to sugarcoat it. You know I don't sugarcoat anything on this channel. If you want rainbows and unicorns, there's another channel out there for you that gives you just that. I don't do rainbows and unicorns. I tell you what's boots on the ground, what's going on. I relay to you folks what Michael and Brian are telling me from channel sponsor Pinbacks. What they're seeing on their side as a online retailer. I can only talk about what's going on at my shop. I see reports from you. Some people say their shops are out of a lot of stuff. Some people say they got a ton of it. It is what it is. It's regional. Are people really awake in your area? If you got a ton of it in your area, I would highly recommend get your hands on what you can now. Don't wait. I know it's Sunday night. Get to the coin shop tomorrow then. Get what you can afford. And we're going to be in, I don't know what's going to happen this week. We know it's delivery month. Tomorrow's first day of delivery month. I'm sure Andy Scheckman will be all over the deliveries coming up this week and next week. I'm sure a lot more information will be coming out. He follows that very, very closely. I'm interested in what he's got to say on Liberty Finance. Hopefully they get together on Monday night here and we get a video from Andy Scheckman on Liberty Finance. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. We have to wait and see. But I'd be very interested in what he's got to say with the rise in prices. Get his take on it. This is why we need to watch different people, my friends. You know, I'm your boots on the ground. I can only report what's going on at the shop that I work for. And we take it one day at a time. Yes, sometimes the information is a little different from day to day. I give you different aspects of what's going on. Some days are better than others. Yes, there's still some selling around. This is what I need people to realize. What's silver trying to tell us right now? What is it trying to tell us? There's trouble coming. Are we going to go to World War III? Not trying to sound doom and gloom. But look at the globe, look at the whole globe and what's going on. People, other countries are sucking up the silver. They're sucking up the gold. What are we doing as a country? They're not telling us to stack. This is saying it's okay, everything's okay. There's a little bit of banking trouble. They just pay off the bankers. Give them a little bit more money. Because they made the bad decisions. We got to stop bailing out these banks. The banks fail, let them fail. Corporation fails, let them fail. They made the bad moves. They made the bad decisions. Not us. Here we are, the American people, for most of us, who's watching us, watching this channel. Most of you are from the United States. And I thank everybody else who's watching me from across the world. And there's trouble across the world too. Look, I got a report from Paul Orchard. He lives in Australia. He's not showing any action in the silver market right now. And it says that's strange for him not to see it at this time. What's really going on in the silver market? Are we going to see numbers right off the bat at 6 p.m.? It normally takes about 15 minutes before we start really seeing real, true data. Keep your eyes out on Salivate Metals channel tonight. I'm sure he'll be doing his live stream tonight with the Market Watch. He's the only one that does that. So we thank him. We got to thank him for doing that. Weekly Market Watch on Sunday nights. We could see some crazy prices. We might not. Like I said, nobody knows. Keep stacking, my friends. Keep stacking. Check out channel sponsor Pinbacks. You want a good deal right now? Check out channel sponsor Pinbacks for 40% silver halves. They have a deal going on right now with 50 face bags and $100 face. All under melt. You want a deal on 40s? Get them now before they're gone. That's another one that I've been called out. The smelters don't want them. Just like my war nickels. I'm not buying those. The smelters don't want them. Well, guess what, my friends? You've seen piles of 40% silver on my table. I just dumped out the whole bucket that I had. And I'm going to show you what I have. As of right now, when this, all these nickels that you're seeing, and you can't see them all because some of them are behind the screen here, of course. Right now, I got 1,219. I got a few more rolls, another off-site location. I got a couple more rolls in my safe here, and I keep these here. 1,219 war nickels. How do I get these? Some of these I bought, and I warned people. I was getting them $1.40, $1.50, $1.55, $1.35. I was finding the deals on eBay. Some of these I pulled out of circulation, hunting through nickel rolls. Each one of these on your screen right now. Remember, I was getting these for $1.50, $1.40, $1.42, $1.35. Got one line at $1.25 each. They're worth $3.16 now. Just add up the math, my friends. Add up $3.16 times $1,219. There's your math. It's about $3,500 or so. And you're going to tell me now, for all the ones that trolled me, where are you now? Where are you now? Huh? How do you like them apples? How do you like them apples now? Silver's nearly doubled this year, my friends. We're up 95%. Where are all these people now that said silver and gold, platinum, copper not going nowhere? Where are these people now? Where are these people now? They went off. They got their heads stuck between the legs or something, and they don't want to admit they were wrong. Well, I can't help those people, I guess. They want to go buy Bitcoin or meme coins. They want to take the gamble in the market, buy all this stuff like that, take a risk. The new digital thing. Yeah, tangible assets. Tangible assets right in front of you. And how do you tell a war nickel apart? Because I know someone's probably going to ask that. It's not been here. Well, here's one that's in pretty good shape. I don't know if you can see it. But above the Monticello, you got the PD or S mint mark. Right there, right above the Monticello. This one's got the P on it. Minted from 1942 to 1945. Please note, if you have a 1942 that does not have the mint mark on top, it is not a war nickel. They didn't start producing until about halfway through 1942 when World War II started. So that's how you tell the difference between a war nickel and a regular nickel that's not a war nickel. All you gotta do is flip them on the back. Look above the Monticello. That's very easy. You see a PD and S, you got yourself a war nickel. If you know some cashiers, maybe you're a cashier yourself. Maybe you handle money all the time as well. Look at your change, my friends. This is why I stack nickels. Not just war nickels. I stack everyday nickels too. Because the nickel's next to be abolished. You can still find these in circulation. The average that I've been noticing out of a $100 face box, 1 to 2 war nickels per $100 face. That's how, I mean, this common. But you're going through a bunch of nickels to find a couple bucks here and there. I'm stacking nickels anyways. I'm holding all my nickels. I don't always find them. But that's about the average. 1 to 2 nickels per $100 face box. That probably will be war nickels. Not a great average. But when you find one, it's worth more than that nickel. You got it for face value. Remember that. You got it for 5 cents. And a lot of these I did get about for 5 cents. Not all of them, because some of them I did buy. Some of them I converted into. 18 of these nickels. 18 is a troy ounce of silver. 18. One of the cheapest ways to stack. Let me ask you this. What's gas price in your area? Is it underneath $3.18? Well, if it is, you would technically get change back from a nickel for a gallon of gas. Remember the Pepsi indicator. 2 half dollars. It's worth about 40 bucks right now in silver value. So when Pepsi's on sale at your local Publix, it's a national, not a national chain yet. It's a regional chain. Maybe you have a Kroger, maybe you got a Safeway, depending on what, maybe you got a Winco. Whatever major grocery store you have in your area. But I'm going to use Publix for an example. Buy 2, get 2 free. When it's on sale, it would cost you a silver dime and the value of $1/2. 90% silver half. That's the value right there, is my friends. That's worth about 24 bucks right there. A little over 24 bucks. And you get change back from not just 2 12 packs of Pepsi, 48 Pepsis for 35 cents. Face value. What's happened to our dollar? What's happened to our dollar, my friends? You tell me. How is this worth $3.16 and this lonely George Washington's worth $1? Amazing, huh? Amazing. Amazing that we can do this. We can come on here on YouTube and tell the truth of what real money really is. $3.16. Could have got these for $1.50 back in January. That was the silver value back in January when silver was $27.55. But we're up 95% today. So this is worth $3.16. This is, you kept this since January. Still worth $1 today. You got a war nickel. You found a war nickel. You've done quite well. You've done quite well. So like I want to ask again, where are these people now that trolled me with the 35% war nickels, 40% silver halves? Smelters don't want them. I'm not stacking those. There's no value there. Well, once you start getting a big pile of them, like I got on my tabletop, and you got 1,219, as you can see. As I started finding them, I started crossing off. There's 1,216, 1,217, 1,218. As I find them in circulation, I'm just keeping up date of what I have in this bucket. Takes time. Okay, I'm not buying anymore. I'm just searching for them in nickel rolls. I'm not touching them right now. Not saying anybody else shouldn't touch them right now. There's still deals out of them right now. They're about 65 bucks, 70 bucks a roll for war nickels right now online. Be careful on eBay too. Someone said that, there's a lot of fakes with silver. Look, you want to avoid the fakes? eBay's got a filter. Okay, eBay's got a filter. So we know silver's roughly around $56 an ounce. A little higher than that. Maybe your filter should be in the price range 55 to, say, 64. That will filter all the weeds out, this, my friends. Right on the left side of your screen of your computers. Just scroll down. You'll see the price range. If you don't want to see the Chinese junk, filter it out that way. That cheaper stuff won't show up on your screen. To save everybody from having trouble, that's one way to avoid getting fakes in your hands. It's not 100% proof though. Okay? It's not 100% proof that way, but you're going to not see those $32 Silver Eagles. You're not going to see those $32 Maples. That will be all filtered out for you. So especially if you're new and you're not quite sure, that will probably save you right there. Not saying you can't come across a fake still. Not saying that can't happen. But that reduces the chance by a lot. By doing that, just go to the prices on the left-hand side of your laptop, your computer, your tablets. I don't know how it's done on the phone. If you folks know, put it in the comment section below. But if you're doing it on a laptop, a tablet, a desktop, left-hand side, scroll down. You see the price. Go a few dollars under spot and do whatever the max you want, and eBay will filter it for you. And chances, most of the time, you're not going to see fakes that way. Again, it's not 100% proof that way it won't happen. Because somebody may be selling something they may not know it's real. The seller's still responsible for what he or she sells on eBay. And we got to remember, it's not eBay's fault. Okay, it's not eBay's fault. I think eBay's got to do a better gosh darn good job of vetting some of these sellers out there. I agree with that. But remember, eBay's got a policy. If you respect the policy, something happens where you get a fake and you're pleasant about it to the seller. Because remember, eBay sees everything you type. They see everything. Don't be rude. You're going to win your claim hands down. You're going to win your claim hands down. I guarantee it. But if you start swearing at the seller and the seller don't respond, look, if the seller don't respond, that's even more into your win there. Be nice. I cannot stress that. If the seller does not respond, don't send another email the next day and start really getting on the seller's behind. Let the system play itself out. Give the seller the days. eBay will automatically refund your money. I've helped several people out with this way. Getting the money back. When you get something in from eBay, make sure you test it. If something's wrong, report it right away to the seller. Try with the seller first. Don't report it to eBay first. Give the seller a chance. If the seller does not, after you send the first email to the seller, if the seller does not report back to you, get back to you within 24 hours. Some people say 48 hours, fine. Then you open a claim with eBay. Then it's going to be another process of waiting. Some sellers know what they're doing. Some sellers know it was fake. Even some of the better sellers out there will ignore a fake item, and it's a shame. Just trying to help people out. Look, moving forward, especially with silver right now, all these unknowns, just keep cost averaging. The price is not going to matter, my friends. You know, the price is not going to matter. Because look how much you can stack in a short, very much of time. And I've been stacking these probably about two years. Finding a lot of them. Buying some. Not really buying anything. I'm converting. But my cost average, like I've said, is about $1.50. $1.40-ish cost average, and we're at $3.16 today. This is what I mean about cost averaging. This is what I'm saying. From the beginning of this year, if you stack silver, end of last year, let's say last December, you started stacking, and you've held on. In dollar terms, you have done well. But I got a warning against that. Don't compare it to the dollar. And it's so hard. I know. I get this mixed up too. It gets in my head too. I made so much. I made so much of these. But at the end of the day, what's this really worth? What can this really buy? How much more of these you need today than since last year? 2 years ago. How much more of these you need? I hope this helps people out. I hope people really talk to their family and their friends this holiday season. Get them on board with us. And I tell you, this one really works out. If you happen to have a 10-ounce silver bar. Put any 10-ounce silver bar in their hand. And tell them how much that 10-ounce silver bar is. Whatever spot price is, times it by 10, and let them know how much that silver bar is at spot price. Never mind the premiums on them right now. And let them know what you paid for it. And when you got it, if you can show paperwork to somebody, it's not going to start turning people's heads around. Say, what's up 95% year to date? Ask them that. Family members, friends, ask them what else is up 95% year to date. They're not going to be able to tell you. I can't think of anything else right now. Silver's up over 95% year to date. That might start changing some minds, my friends. I'm telling you, that silver bar, 10-ounce silver bar trick actually works. It actually works. Try it out for yourselves. I bet you will find somebody that you're close with. Maybe it's a family member. Maybe it's a friend. To wake them up. If we all can wake up one more person. We got almost 9,300 subscribers on this channel. If we can all wake up one more person, that's going to be almost 9,300 more people is going to start stacking. Just think about that. And if half of those people tell one more person, that's going to be over 5,000 people more to get stacking. It works. This is why we build this community up. This is why I built this channel, to teach people. It's gonna be passed down so fast, my friends. But I need your help to do it. I can't do this myself. Let them know that you're coming. Let them know about my channel, Coin Shop Chris. Saying you're a subscriber here. Let people know. Because the more people that know, the more people will buy from channel sponsored pinbacks. And guess what? That's going to create bigger giveaways on this channel as well. That's all that's going to do. That's going to help everybody out there. It's going to help you. It's going to help your friends. It's going to help your family. It's going to help other stackers. But I can't do it myself. You know, some people say, you know, I'm the ringleader. Stop the Melt. Fine. You want to call me the ringleader? Yeah, I will be the ringleader of Stop the Melt campaign. We got to stop the gosh darn melt. I love when people say that. Stop the gosh darn melt. Put that in the comment section. Put that right in there. Stop the gosh darn melt today. I love when people say that. Because it's so true. And I thank every which one of you, all of you, for joining us with the Stop the Melt campaign. Because it's crucial. We got to stop it right now. But we got to be nice about it. We got to be firm. We don't take bologna sandwiches here. I don't care if you like bologna or not. I like bologna as well. But I don't want to be fed a bologna sandwich when someone else is doing something crazy like melting down our history. Or giving us a lack of words from banks that they like to lie to. We should not be taking no bologna sandwiches right now. We got to get the truth out there. And please check out my good friend Annie Oakley's channel. She's come a long way with her channel already for a short time. Yes, she was nervous at first. Told her those nerves will go away. She's doing a heck of a lot of good jobs on her videos lately. Yeah, I coach her. I'm not a professional doing this. Most people know that. But I try my best. I try to get the right information out. I try to tell what's going on at the shop. I try to give good scenarios, what's coming next for silver, gold. Sometimes I'm right. Sometimes I'm wrong. But I'll tell you a few times that I was right. I was right this past Black Friday. I said, watch out this past Black Friday. Check that one. I was right about September. I call September an early summer. Oh, yeah. And remember, for the ones that have been around since March, maybe since this past February, and they wanted to get that silver squeeze done. 2.0 silver squeeze on March 31st of 2025. I said, don't fall for it. Don't come in jumping on the bandwagon right now. Because I think the next day it's going to drop. And guess what, my friends? April 1st of 2025. We had a good pullback. And I feel bad for the people who listen to these other YouTubers. Silver squeeze. A silver squeeze does not work. That's been proven twice now. Silver squeezes do not work. We can't all come together on one day and buy silver. Because you know what? There's going to be a handful of us right now. If I told you tomorrow, go buy silver tomorrow, I'm sure I have about 150 comments on this channel that they're not going to be able to buy because they don't have the cash tomorrow. So it don't work. You can't pick one day for everybody. This is why I say buy as you can. Don't compare your stack with anybody else's stack. And just keep stacking as you can. I've said before, I've been known to go on eBay or at the shop that I work for. And if that's all I can afford, a couple times a week, a couple silver dimes, a couple silver quarters, one silver dime, I buy it. I convert it. I've been known to go on eBay. Remember when silver was a lot cheaper too? $2 a dime. $2 a dime, buy it now. Yeah, I'll buy it now. 1 silver dime, free shipping. Thank you very much. I don't know how you're making any money off this seller, but I'll buy your silver dime for $2 back in the day. Absolutely. Free shipping. Don't know how the sellers are making any money off of that. But it is what it is. Silver quarters I've been known to buy one at a time. I worked with a guy out of California. He had a whole bunch of 90% silver halves. It must have been like 23. And at the time, he wanted about $10.50 each for them. $10.50 each. Not a bad price. Just the melt value, silver value is right around $10. So I emailed him on one Pacific coin. And he wanted like $1.99 to ship them each one. I said, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll buy them all. I'll make you an offer at $10.50 a piece. And I'll pay you $5 for shipping, or $10, whatever flat rate box was at the time, for shipping. And he says, oh, if you buy them all, I'll give them all you for $10. I says, okay, $10, and what else do you... And he says, I'll pay the shipping. He'll pay the shipping, fine. So he says, just send me an offer for $10 a piece, and I'll accept it, and I'll refund you all the shipping costs. And exactly what he did. Sometimes when you see multiple listings on eBay, message the seller if you're interested in all of them. Sometimes the seller will work with you. And here's a little trick when it comes to that. I don't give too many tricks out. But remember, tell the seller, you're going to have one shipping fee. You're not going to have multiple shipping fee where stuff can get lost in the mail. Just keep that in mind. I'll end it here. Check out my good friend Andy Oakley once again. Thank you to channel sponsor Pinbacks for sponsoring this channel, Coin Shop Chris. Thank you to you all. We will see what happens in the month of December with silver, gold, platinum, and copper. Again, thanks for your time. Crazy Coin Shop Chris is out.